Travelers, airport travelers for sure, are feeling the full effects of this partial government shutdown, which really deals with funding for the Department of Homeland Security. As you can see on the video there, airports across the country plagued with long lines as TSA call-outs continue to multiply. Lawmakers, both sides of the aisle, remain divided over how to resolve this. On the ground, CBS Mark Strassman has been following this, and he joins me from Philadelphia. Mark Strassman, catch us up on what's happening and what you're seeing.
Hey, Major, if there's a takeaway for the takeout, it's this. If you're flying, pack extra patience because frustration at the airport is here to stay for a while. Case in point, this checkpoint in Terminal D at Philadelphia's airport, it's open. It all looks normal. Great. That's the way it should be. But there are 6 terminals here, 6 checkpoints, and 3 of them are open. So you get about a 50-50 chance of finding a terminal that's open when you show up at the airport here in Philadelphia. And that is not all that unusual. As an example of the frustration factor around the country, roughly 10% of TSA agents are not showing up for work. In some airports, that percentage is significantly higher. It can be 30 or 40% in airports in Atlanta and Houston and New Orleans. And when you don't have enough people showing up to provide security at the airport, the lines are just going to get longer. And so you have 2-hour waits or longer in some places. Major airports like Atlanta, which are always slammed, are just that much more frustrating than ever. So, Major, it's, again, without Congress seeming to show any interest in resolving this impasse, as I said, the frustration factor is here to stay.
Mark, sometimes when you're frustrated, it's wonderful to talk to a reporter, but many times it isn't. I'm just curious if anyone's been willing to talk to you about what they're actually feeling, who they think is to blame for this, and how they're trying to adapt to something that is a big hassle.
Well, you hear, when you talk to people, of course, the usual frustration, right? And people now are getting the message that there's a problem, and so they made an effort to get here 2 or 3 hours early. But I remember talking to one guy a couple of days ago in Atlanta at the airport, and what he said was, and he had been waiting for a while, and this frustrated guy said that these politicians just need to get out of our way and let us live our lives. And I think that sort of sums up what for many people is the issue here. They feel caught in the middle, just like the TSA officers, caught in the middle of this impasse between Republicans and Democrats and how to fund the DHS and what are the concessions that have to be made. And what you have as in the aftermath of all that is all these people trying to get to their flights, trying to get to their gates, and just feeling as though they're really on some terrible march to get there.
Right. Stressed out enough, and now more stress. Mark Strassman, never stressed out, coming to us from Philadelphia. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.